Bravo Company 16, a U.S. Army artillery unit, fires at an unseen enemy in the ongoing battle close to the Pakistan border. The U.S. commander over this war, echoing the new administration's policy, calls for a substantial and sustained effort to defeat the militants.
There will be nothing easy about the way ahead in Afghanistan or Pakistan.
General David Petreaus laid out for members of the House Armed Services Committee the President's plan to deploy an additional 17,000 troops this year. Another 4,000 troops will help train the Afghan Army and police.
The additional forces will provide an increased capability to secure and serve the people, to pursue the extremists, to support the development of host nation security forces, to reduce the illegal narcotics industry, and to help develop the Afghan capabilities needed to increase the legitimacy of national and local Afghan governance.
A day earlier, Petreaus disclosed American commanders had requested another 10,000 troops be sent to Afghanistan next year. The committee's top Republican, Congressman John McHugh, said he supports the President's new strategy, but is concerned that the administration has not yet approved the latest request. That, he claims,
is sending us a message we may not deploy those troops. They may not be committed, contrary to the commander's request on the ground.
Undersecretary of Defense for Policy Michelle Flournoy responded.
He'll consider whatever requests that are on the table at the appropriate time to ensure that our forces and our civilians on the ground have the resources they need to execute the strategy that's been outlined.
The U.S. officials warned that extremists along the Afghan border with Pakistan pose the most serious threat to the Islamabad government's survival. Petreaus takes issue with Pakistani leaders, he says, who see India as their biggest security concern.
It is imperative, frankly, that all of the Pakistani leaders, including the elected civilian leaders, recognize that the existential threat to their country, the most important and threatening and serious existential threat, is that posed by the internal extremists, even more so now at this point than India.
The Pentagon officials said the President will seek support for his new strategy for Pakistan and Afghanistan from other nations. That will come this week at the NATO summit. Catherine Cannon, VOA News, Washington.